Well, hello again. It's me. I have been asked to show how to do a round reducer. I'm going to be doing it out of paper. It's a lot easier to practice on paper than it is to do it on sheet metal. So, first thing you want to do, I have the tools that I need here. Got our rule. I also have a couple of the same size compasses. 2 small ones and 2 big ones. This way we don't have to keep changing them in and out, because we're going to be doing a lot of bisecting. And of course you want to have a bunch of sharp pencils. You don't want to have a dull pencil. All right, so let's dive right in. I'm going to do a 4 inch to 2 inch reducer. So the first thing I want to do is put in my 4 inch diameter circle. So I'm going to go to the 2 inch mark here. And I'm just going to come down here and draw a circle. Now with the center point here, I can make a straight line with that dot. So what I'm going to do is come here, make sure my T-square is up against it, line it up, and we're just going to draw a straight line right through it that way. Also, we can come this way, make sure your pencil mark is on the spot, and there is your circle into 4 parts. So now we want to draw a 2 inch circle. So I'm going to set my dividers to 2 inches, to 1 inch, which will give me a 2 inch circle. So we come here, the same middle part, and we draw a 2 inch circle. So now since I have this measurement already, I'm going to bisect the inside circle. You got to go to each point. Okay, so now it's time to number them. Oh, actually, I'm sorry. I still have to do the 4 inch diameter. I have to bisect that. So I'm going to set my rule compass here to 2 inches. Set it in here, make sure it's still on the line, which it is. So I'm just going to bisect the 4 inch circle, just like I did the 2 inch circle. This is how we break a circle up into equal spaces. Now we're going to grab one of the small ones, actually both small ones, and now we're going to number this. This is the way I was taught. This is the triangulation method. I'm sure there is another method. You can probably do this in radial line, but I enjoy doing it, and I find it easier doing it in the triangulation method. So I'm going to number the outside. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm going to do the inside with the letter A, B, C, D, E, F, and G. Okay, so now I'm going to draw my true length line. Just going to draw a line straight up like that. And I'm going to draw a line across like that. Okay, so we want our height to be 4 inches high. I'm sorry, we're going to go 5 inches high. Okay, so we're going to set our ruler on 5 inches. And we're going to mark where the 0 is. So this is our mark there. That is our 5-hour height. Okay. So now let me put this away. I need that for now. So now here we are going to use all 4 of these. So for one of the small ones, we're going to take it and we're going to set it for the distance that is from A to B, B to C, C to D, and so on. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just go mark A to B. I'm going to check for accuracy. And it almost sits on there, so I'm just going to open it up just a hair more. Go that way, and land right on it. So this is for the A. These are for the letters. Now the other small one I'm going to do for the numbers. So again, I'm going to put it on 1. And go to 2. And I'm just going to step off like this to see where it lands. Just a hair big. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to tighten it up just a snug. And lands right on the 4. Okay, so this is for our numbers. Letters, numbers. Okay, so I'm going to take this. And our first line is going to be A to 1. So it's always number to letter. It's less confusing if you use the letters. So we're going to go from 1 to A. So I'm going to come here, scribe it, and just label this 1 to A. So I'm going to take my compass and open it up. I'm sorry if I say divider because I'm used to doing this on sheet metal. This is called a compass. So I'm going to open it up and go 5 inches high. Okay, so now I'm just going to put this one aside. And I'm going to start off with a straight line. So looks good about here. So I'm just going to draw a line from here down. No particular measurement, just a straight line. I am now going to take my compass that I triangulated from 1 to A. So I'm going to put it down here and I'm going to cross it up here. So now this is A and this is 1. We don't need the top here. So now I'm going to keep this one open because I know it is going from number to letter. So now I'm going to grab my other big one, now the bigger compass, and go from A to 2, from letter to number. A to 2, put it here, and then I'm going to open it up. There's not in the way. I'm going to open it up, and we're going to put triangulate A to 2 so we can find 2. Okay, so we went from A to 1, now from A to 2, which I'm going to mark here. So this is A to 2. So we're going to come down here, we're going to place this on our A, and we're just going to draw an arc on both sides of the 1. So I want to keep this distance. Again, we have the 2 compasses. Now, this is the one for the outside circle, okay, which I've already set, but I always like to recheck just in case sometimes you're putting it down and it gets a little off. Oh, that looks good. So I'm going to go to here to my 1 and scribe and scribe. So now I have found 0.2. So this is 0.2 and this is also 0.2. So now I'm going to go from 2 to B. Okay, so you're going from number to letter. Number to letter is this one right here, which I haven't changed. Number to letter. Okay, so number the letter. We're going to take it, go from 2, scribe. Going to go from 2 on this side, scribe. Now you don't have to make a long arc because the inside circle is smaller. So here we're going to put it right on the A, and we're going to mark there, and we're going to mark there. So now we have point B. So inside circle, outside circle. This is from number to letter. This is from letter to number. So now I've gone from A to 1. I've gone from A to 2. Now I'm going to go, I just did 2 to B. Now I'm going to go B to 3. B to 3 is this one here. Because it is on center, we don't always have to do it because they're all the same distances. 3 to B is the same as 1 to A. So I'm going to take my compass and go from B and stripe an arc, kind of go this side, and I'm going to strike an arc. Now I'm going to get my smaller ones that are already set, put it on the 2, scribe, put it on this 2, and scribe. So now this is point 3. So now we're going to go 3 to C, which is number to letter. Number to letter should be this one because I put 1 to A, so the number is first, so I know it's this one. So we're going to go from 3 and we're going to find C. So we're going to scribe there, and we're going to scribe here. Again, you don't need big arcs because of the top circle is only 2 inches. This way it can fit on the paper. So this is C, point C, point C. So now I'm going to go from C to 4. So letter to number. Again, I want to check just in case. Sometimes they do move. That's good. So it's going to go from letter to number. So I'm going to C to 4. I'm going to find 4. There. Strike an arc. Put it there. Strike an arc. Grab our other one that should be set. Again, always check it for accuracy. Beautiful. Still there. So we're going to go to 3. Scribe. 3. Scribe. So now we have point 4. So now we're going to go from 4 to D, which is number to letter, which is going to be this one. So I'm going to go from 4 and scribe an arc. Go to 4 and strike an arc. Now again, we're going to take ours and we're going to go from C there, C there. So this is point D. So now we're going to go from D to 5. So it's the longer one. So this is the small one there. Just want to make sure because we're going to go from letter to number. Here's the other one. Letter to number. Yep. So I want to make sure I keep them separated. So letter to number. We're going to go from D. And we're going to scribe. I'm going to go for D on this side. And we're going to scribe. Again, we're going to take our small one, put it on 4, put it on 4, and now we have 0.5. So we went from 4 to D, D to 5. Now we're going to go from 5 to E, number to letter. So I'm going to grab my number one that goes first, number to letter. I'm going to go from 5, go from the number, scribe an arc like that, and go to 5, and strike an arc. So I'm going to take my other small one, it's already set, preset, go from there, scribe, scribe. So this is point E. Point E. Now E to 6. We're going to use our bigger one. So we're going to go from E to 6. So we're going to come down from E. And we're going to strike an arc. Going to come down from E again on this side. And we're going to strike an arc. Again, get our preset one. This goes pretty quickly if you have everything set up. So now we have found point 6. And as you can see, you can start seeing the pattern of the reducer. So now we're going to go from 6 to F. So number to letter. So we're going to go from 6 to F. So number to letter. Here's our number to letter. Scribe. And take our ones that are preset. Scribe an arc. And strike an arc. So this is point F. Now we're going to go from F to 7. So letter to number. Again, we're going to grab this one, which is our letter to number 1. Scribe. Grab our preset one. Go from 6. So now we have found point 7. Now we're going to go 7 to G, which is our last spot. So we're going to go number to letter. So we're going to grab our number 1, number, to letter, number, to letter. Grab my small one, and I'm going to come here and scribe. Come here and scribe, and that is G. So now we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. A through G, A through G. We've done all of these. Okay, so now it's going to be time to, we're going to put in our 1/2 inch pipe lock. But I'm only going to put it on one side, because I only need it on one side. Then we're going to grab a French curve. So we can connect our points. Okay, so now that we're done with our compasses, they can go there. We're going to put this on 1. We're going to try to line up as many as we can. Okay, 1, 2, 3. 6, 7. Same thing on this side. Try to do 2 points at a time. Makes life a lot easier. There we go. And the last 2. There we go. I'm going to do the same thing to the top. So we're going to go to A. A, B, C. I can catch D. Is E. F, G. I'll start with A, B, C, D, E, F, G. Okay, so now we're going to draw one more line. I'm going to connect G to 7. Now in my cut line. Now usually we add 3/16 to the bottom and to the top so we can put on our collars. But I'm not going to do this on here because it's kind of hard to do a small collar and putting it together with tape. So I'm just going to show you the regular way of doing a reducer, round reducer. So now get my scissors. I can take my tape off. This way it's not in my way. Okay, so our paper's off. So I'm just going to cut it right here. Make sure to cut it straight. Almost forgot to put my 1/2 inch in my pipe lock. So here we go. Before I cut it all the way through. I'm glad I noticed it. Got a 1/2 inch. Okay, so then we're gonna go like this. You wanna have a good sharp angle on here, so when you put on your pipe lock, it won't get in your way when you're putting on your collars. So, just to make it a little neater. So now I continue cutting again. And now that I got it this way, I will cut this right on the pipe lock. Again, I only did one side because we're making it out of paper. If we're making it out of sheet metal, you would put a 1/2 inch on both sides to put this together. So I'm going to cut off my notch there, get that out of the way. And now I'm going to go around my curve where I put the French curve in. Just be careful when you're cutting. Don't want to go too fast or you'll lose your spot and that throws everything off. And I'll do this side. drew with my French curve. There we go. So we've got a pattern. I'm just going to cut this notch here. Okay, so this is our pattern for our round reducer. So what we're going to do is I'm going to take some tape, just a few little pieces. Don't need much. You don't need a piece that's 2 inches long, 3 inches long. Okay, so now our work is on the inside, and we're going to put it in together like this. Okay, so we're going to put this edge along this edge of the pipe block. Mimics having the pipe block on there. So now that I have it, the line lined up, come back here and I'll put a piece of tape right there. This way it'll hold it. Then I want to come back to this side. Make sure that's lined up. Make sure it's lined up. Yeah, it's lined up there. Put a piece of tape to hold it. And we're going to put another one right there. And there is our reducer. Okay. If you need to trim the bottom, you can. What we do in the shop, we take a pencil or a pen and just glide it, make sure it's on a flat surface, and you can cut that off nice and square. Same thing with the 2 inch. If you think it's off, just go like this on your sheet metal and cut it off. So let's check our measurements. And this is 2 inches. And the bottom is 4. So I think we did a pretty good job of having this. It's kind of hard because you can't squeeze it. You don't want to squeeze it, so you can get your true measurement. And there's the 4. Okay, and that is how we do a reducer for round duct, the triangulation method. Okay, thank you for watching. Please hit the subscribe button and the like button if you want to see more videos, and you'll get notified of newer videos as I go along. All right, thank you very much. I hope you enjoyed the presentation.